On February 17, 2024, officers responded to Magnolia Trace Apartments in Ocala, Florida, in reference to a reported battery complaint.
I didn't. She busted my eye and kept hitting me.
We're 10-12, going 10-15.
What am I supposed to do? I didn't try to hurt her at all. She kept hitting my headbutting me, punching me in my fucking eye. I didn't know what else to do. All I did was put her to the
For a
ground.
second, bro.
Yes, sir. I will do whatever I need to do to not go to jail because I honestly did not try to put my hands on that woman.
All right, come down here and let's have a talk.
Yes, sir. Whatever y'all need to do, because I did not try to hurt that woman. Every time this happens, she tries to make it seem like I'm the fucking monster hurting her, and she always puts her hands on me. I have multiple people here to tell you that. Whatever I need to do.
716, you cancel any other units around over here.
All right, let's go into the laundry room.
But she smashed my eye, and I was freaking out. And that was before I even touched her at all.
All right, what's going on?
Honestly, what happens is she's thinking that I'm cheating on her, looking at porn and watching porn. So I was like, look, I have not been hurting you. We talk about this every day. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to calm down. But every day we talk about this. I give her my phone. I'm like, look, I am not hurting you. I am not cheating on you. And then she runs out, and then she started packing her things, and then she starts pushing past me. And every time I try to stop her, she always hits me. At this point, when I had her, if I may, I just had her like that. I wasn't gonna...
You don't need to shoulder like that.
Sorry, it's just she headbutted me really hard, and it just kept hitting me in the eye and stuff. I was partially blind for a little bit right here, and it just freaking me the fuck out, and kept telling her stop. I've been telling her stop the whole time. This is not the first time the cops have come out for this, because first time she got taken away for this shit. And we have been trying to stop.
All right, who is she to you?
She is my fiance.
Okay, you guys live together?
Yes, sir. We've been living together for about 4 years now.
All right, I'm going to read you something because I'd like to ask you more in-depth questions, okay? Obviously, you're in handcuffs, so you're not free to go, so therefore you are detained. In order for me to ask you questions, I have to read you your rights,
Whatever
okay?
you need to do.
All right, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to execute these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, walk me through what happened from the jump. So,
the jump is she got home, and she thought...
What time did she get home?
She got home, what time is it now?
6:15.
About like 5:43.
Okay.
So she got home, and like I said, every time she gets home, she leaves. She is overthinking. She very inside her head, always, like every time she gets home, she has to check my phone. She has to look through my Facebook. She has to look through my Gmail. Every time. And I tell her, I'm like, look, I am not cheating on you. I am not hurting you. There is no one else. And then she's like, well, then you're watching porn. And I'm like, look, I am not sitting here hurting you. I'm playing a game. I'm hanging out with the cats, waiting for you to come home from your friend's house. And after that, she gets more upset with me because of the fact that she's like, this is not the first time we've talked about this. So she doesn't believe me, of course. So she runs out to the living room. She sits down. And then after that, she starts getting up and getting in my face again, talking about, I'm going to go fuck somebody else. And then there was somebody that she went to meet up with. And that's where this whole thing blew up. Because she met this guy named Duncan the other day. All because I did watch porn this time at that point, and it hurt her. So she went out and thought it was cool to go hang out with a guy named Duncan. And I got really upset, and I told her, look, that's not cool. If you want us to be together, how do I know that you're not going to get here and talk to him or talk to another guy just because you think that I'm cheating on you or watching porn? And then after that, she starts getting really upset with me, brushing past me and pushing me around. And I'm like, look, you need to stop. I'm not trying to fight with you. I'm just being honest. Like, you want to sit here and tell me you don't want to be with me. I don't care. I don't want to do all this stuff. I'm sitting here telling you I do love you and I do care and I want us to work out. So why is it that we have to argue? And then after that, we started just getting pushed past. And it's just every time I do try to stop and I take her stuff. I'm like, look, just please stop. And then she gets really mad at me. And at that point, she'll like slam me against the wall. And I'm like, look, stop. And then we'd be pushing against each other. And at that point, she starts headbutting me, slapping me really hard, spitting in my face. And that's where the eye issue started. I started freaking out. I'm like, look, you need to stop. I'm freaking out. I can't fucking see right. And then that's when she started the whole call. She came out. The water was already wet. So we had grabbed each other and she fell on the ground. Now, we did fall. She's like, you put your whole body weight on me. And then she was like this, and I was on the other side. And then when she got up, she just ran to the bathroom and locked herself in. She didn't let me see her or anything like that. So I had no idea what was going on. Now, we had a whole bunch of stuff on the ground because we were already taking stuff out of each other's hands and pushing each other around. That is on us.
So when you say she's brushing past you, is that because she's trying to pack a bag?
No, that is just her being mean. Like, well, she gets to a certain way where she's talking to me, and she knows it, and I'll be standing in the doorway, and she just tackles me through the fucking doorway just because she wants to get to the other side. And then I'll be
Are you like blocking her from?
No, that's the thing. Everybody says, oh, you're doing this, but I'm really not. Like, okay. So if I
Come over here, bro. You can just talk and tell.
sorry, I'm just really anxiety. So basically, I'll stand in the door, just casually lean on it. I'll be like, look, just talk to me and this and that. And then if not, then she'll push me past. It doesn't matter. She acts like I'm a ghost.
But is it a one? So only one person can pretty much walk through at one time.
And if
if you're standing there,
yes. But then that's the thing is I get out of the way half the time, and she doesn't let me. I just simply try. I'm not even trying to push her past or hold her still or anything like that. I just simply like she pushes me and then gets into that. I'm like, why are you pushing me?
so then when she brushes past you, how does she get her injuries?
Huh?
How does she get her
When
injuries?
the injury, like I said, that she got right there on her head, that came from when she was coming out of the bathroom. Because at this point, we had been slapping, she had grabbed some stuff, and I had grabbed some stuff, and she kept pushing stuff out of my hand, kept pushing stuff, and I grabbed her stuff, and I'm like, please stop, just wait. And I'm like, just wait.
Can he wait like 15 minutes?
I'm sorry, and I'm like, just wait, because I'm not trying to fight this whole time. And yeah, we were screaming and yelling at each other, and it scares her, and I know that. I'm freaking out because of the fact that she keeps hitting me. And the fact that she keeps hitting me, she'll get up on me, and then it's like she starts slapping me. I'm like, why the fuck are you slapping me? So at one point, she slapped me 3 times, and I did slap her once back because of the eye issue. I'm not going to lie on that one.
Where's she slapped you?
I can't do the point. Because the last time you guys came out here, she had busted up my nose completely, and I had a bloody nose, and I still have it.
All right, what happened today?
It all started with an argument over, like, were you looking up girls on your phone again? And then that's when he got aggressive and he slammed his phone. He goes, here, if you want this, I'm not doing this shit today. And I'm like, I'm just asking you a question because I'm scared you're going to hurt me again. And then it all started with, like, calling each other names. He called me a motherfucker first. So I came out here and he's like, if you want, if I'm just done at this point, you need to fucking leave. And then that's when I started getting my stuff out of the closet with the suitcase. And that's when he slammed and starts pushing on me. And I'm like, why are you pushing on me? And then it like escalated and I was trying to go to the bathroom and grab more stuff underneath the sink. And then that's when he pushed me and he just slammed my shit down. And he starts pushing me around and stuff like that. And I know he went and punched me, so I punched it back out of scare to get him off me. And then it happened so fast where he pushed me again when I was trying to walk away and grab more of my shit to like pick it up. And then he put his whole body, his whole hand and everything. And that's when I heard my head crack or something. And I started bleeding. And then I started freaking out. And that's when I called.
Where did that happen?
Right over here. He did push me more before I called in the bathroom, and that's when, like I said, when I hurt my toe. So
Was he like just pushing you in your back or pushing you like
all over? Like I feel like my shoulders. Like he was also grabbing on me, and I'm like, just stop, because when I was trying to get away, I said, he told me to leave, and then of course he tries to push me on the bed because last time when he did, he held me down before in the past, and that's when I called and we had the cops come here and everything.
Okay.
But every time I try to pack my shit, that's when he goes crazy and berserk. And that's when he starts to grab on my shit. He grabs on me and he starts pushing on me.
Okay. And then when he first punched you, was it closed fist? Or was it like a slap?
I don't know. I think it was a slap first. And then he's like pushing on me again. And I was like, get off me. And then I did slap him because like he wouldn't. He's like, when he comes around me and I try to get away from him, he follows me. And he likes to push on me and everything. And I'm like, you want everyone to think I'm abusive. And your family doesn't know that you can also get this shitty and scary at the same time when I try to leave. And then you think, oh, everything's okay. So I've been starting to distance myself. I'll go outside in a heated argument. And I just came out here. And then that's when he came out and starts talking more shit. So he starts getting closer and starts yelling. And that's when I start freaking out and starts packing my shit. And I said, I'm going to call because someone did get me. And I didn't even get to that point.
Okay.
Where did he punch you at?
Right here.
There?
And then like when he had my head down and everything, and he was like, I don't know if he was pulling my hair or whatever, but that's when I heard something pop or crack or something. And I started going to the bathroom, and then that's when I started grabbing my stuff, and he's like, you don't need this shit. And I looked in the mirror and I'm like, oh my god, you caused blood, and I started freaking out.
Yeah, you're gonna need stitches at a minimum. My boyfriend got in a fight. She has a laceration to the right side of her eye. So she heard a crack. She's been pinned down.
It feels really, well, I hit it over
Maybe
here.
it's possible occipital fracture.
Here, I wear hair
There's a
extensions.
cat.
Okay, okay.
It's inside. I don't want it to go out.
Does your bite feel normal? Like,
And when I talk, it hurts like all right here.
okay.
All right, so
Sorry guys, it's really hot.
how would she have gotten that injury?
That's what I was trying to tell you. Like I said, there was water bowl, and the cat bowl. She came out and had already kicked the water bowl over, so the tile was already wet. When we had gotten it, I had tried to, honestly, when she came out, I had a hand on her stuff. I was like, look, talk to me. I'm not trying to make you leave. That's when she tried to jerk it out of my hand. And that's when we both honestly fell to the ground. She went like this. She hit her head just like that.
So she was trying to leave, and you're saying she did basically slipped and did that herself?
You grabbed the bag.
She grabbed the bag and tried to rip it off while I had it in my hand. Well, I was trying to honestly ask her to stop. I wasn't trying to make her not be able to leave. I just wanted us to be able to talk and stop for a minute. That is all in the compound. She
Okay.
usually always leaves. That's why she has the car. I don't have her keys. And anytime that we have an issue, I just sit on the staircase. This time I didn't have that liability because she went to the bathroom and that's when she was bleeding, and I didn't even see that she had that issue on her. And that's when she was already on the phone with you guys. Because I wanted to leave and she said that I couldn't because she had called you guys. So I was like, okay, what do you want me to do?
Okay. So here's the deal, okay? Obviously, you admitted that you've hit her. She's saying that you basically forced her head down into the tile.
But I did not.
Just,
and I understand.
just listen to me,
Yes,
okay?
sir.
I have to go off of her injuries, okay? Those are some significant injuries. I don't know that even me slipping on a tile and just simply my head hitting the ground, that I'm going to be bleeding like that, okay? And I'm not saying that, you know, she's more different than I am, or,
No,
you know,
I understand.
we're all different. But I don't think a simple slip and head hitting the ground, that's going to cause as a result of that. So I have to go off the base of what I believe happened. Obviously, she has some significant injuries. She's going to need some stitches.
I just need to know what I can do to protect myself at this point. Because like I said, I don't have anything. I have no money.
Is this
I
your
have no
parents?
Insurance. That's my parent right there. It's my sister-in-law.
Okay, well,
this has happened multiple times.
You're probably going to have a no contact order with her
Yes, sir.
once you get out of jail.
How
So
many days am I going to be in jail?
you'll probably see a judge tomorrow morning.
Okay.
And they'll probably set a bond. He'll set some conditions for you. You're most likely not going to be allowed back at the apartment.
Right.
You're probably going to have to go stay with dad or friend or sister somewhere else.
I have a mom that
They all live in
lives.
this apartment.
Oh, well,
I do have a mom that can try to live with.
that's you're going to have to try and work that out with the judge and explain all that. But chances are you're not going to be allowed back into that apartment. Okay?
So how am I going to get my stuff?
That'll be, you can ask the judge that. And he might grant you a one-time, you know, call law enforcement, have us do an escort. We're going to be present. You collect whatever belongings you need immediately. We're not going to allow you to basically move out. So you're not bringing couches, you're not bringing everything like that. You can grab what the necessities that you need, and then you got to leave. Okay? And that'll be up to a judge if he grants that. But like I said, as of right now, you are going to jail, okay, for domestic. All right? We're going to go to the right.
We love you, David.
To the right.
So I will ask this because this happened to her. She went to jail. I signed on the attorney for the lawyer that, you know, I didn't want to put her in jail. Now, I had issues where I was bleeding as well, but the judge did release her a day after, and, you know, we're fine. What can I do for my part? Because I don't know if she's going to do that for me.
So you're going to have to ask the judge all of that. Ultimately, the judge is going to be the one that sets whatever bond conditions and everything like that. That's up to a judge.
Okay.
Normally, if it's not domestic related, you're granted a bond. But because it is domestic, and the likelihood of their...
Domestic is not felony though, is it?
So in this case, it would be considered a felony.
Oh, dude.
And the reason it's
So
considered
I
a
could
felony,
be looking at long-term jail time.
possibly. But that's for the court processes to play out. Is all of it filled out?
No, I got, Christ couldn't get it done.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go
To the hospital?
to the hospital. I have a detail tonight though at Skateaway, so maybe if I can't get it all like turned in, since if she's going to Mary Camp ER,
Is that where she's going?
I think so. I'm gonna double check with them real quick. But
Just have a night shift unit
either
pick it
that
up
or
from you.
You can come by.
Well, because I'm going to need it for the PC.
Actually, I'll have her sign the victim form right now.
Okay.
And the shield.
Okay.